Hello and welcome to Based on the Trailer. Except it's not a trailer, it's a movie, so... Based on the movie? Is that what we're calling it now? Based on the movie! I'm your host, the Nerd King, and for those of you who requested it, Christmas comes early, because today, I'm reviewing an actual movie. This time, it's Interstellar.
You might have to decide between seeing your children again and the future of the human race.
We'll find a way. We always have.
So Interstellar is the latest film from Christopher Nolan, the guy who brought us the Dark Knight trilogy and Inception. It takes place in a future in which the Earth is starving to death. All the crops have died from some kind of blight, so now the only food left is corn. Pretty soon that's going to be gone too, so humans need to find a new home. And of course there's only one person who can do that. A farmer named Cooper, played by Matthew McConaughey. And through messages sent to him by some kind of gravity ghost, it makes more sense in the end. He discovers the secret headquarters of NASA, and finds out that fifth-dimensional beings have placed a wormhole in space so that humans can travel to distant planets. That's right, Mr. McSizzbitlick is saving the human race. The last time he was here, he turned everybody into farm animals. So Cooper signs on for the mission, but it turns out Albert Einstein has ruined everything with his theory of relativity. Since he'll be moving so quickly through space, time will be moving a lot slower for him than it will for the people on Earth. So if he ever sees his daughter again, she'll be a lot older. Will Cooper ever see his family again? Will he save the human race? So as I understand it, the title Interstellar roughly translates to The Fault Between Our Stars, which is a pretty appropriate title. Not because anyone dies of cancer, but because if you think of the good parts of stars, then the beginning is a star, the end is a star, and the fault is between the two. The acting in this movie is great. Cooper, phenomenal. You can see how the science part of his brain works, but mostly you feel how real he is. How invested he is in his family, especially in his daughter. Speaking of which, everyone who plays Murphy in this movie is really good. The kid who plays the young version, great, phenomenal. She and Cooper work really well together. When Jessica Chastain takes over, she's great. Anne Hathaway by now has officially established herself as a serious actress. Her role as Dr. Brand, really good. And Michael Caine is about what he usually is in Christopher Nolan movies. Which is not a bad thing, but I wouldn't call this a standout role either. And really, they all shine the most in the first hour of the film. You wouldn't think it would be, because it's all dead crops and dust and just a dry atmosphere. But while the Earth may be dry, the relationships are not. The relationship between Cooper and Murphy is the best father-daughter relationship I've seen in a while on screen. The scene where Cooper has to leave is probably my favorite in the whole movie. It's edited together for the absolute peak of emotion. I also like that they worked in documentary-style footage. That's something I haven't seen Christopher Nolan do before, so it's really cool to see him do this. Then you get to the second hour of the movie, and that's where the visuals go up, and everything else kind of falls down. You saw most of the visuals in the trailer, the giant waves, the frozen clouds, the black hole, the wormhole. All of it is gorgeous, and it's either stuff that we haven't seen before, or it's stuff that we have seen before that's been taken to a new level. My one complaint, if I had one about these visuals, Christopher Nolan has a habit of Batmaning his colors. Seriously, I'm pretty sure the only colors he ever uses in his movies are drab orange, cold blue, and various grays. Is it wrong of me to want to throw in a little bit of red or purple or green every once in a while? Different planets, man. That was your chance. Still though, really cool stuff. Although, was I the only one who expected the TARDIS to go by when they went through the wormhole? Yep, this is basically what Doctor Who would look like if Christopher Nolan was directing. Like I said, great visuals. Everything else, Don't get me wrong, when stuff is happening, it's cool. But those are basically like exclamation points in whole paragraphs of just text. Oh my gosh, so much talking! One guy, I don't think I'm spoiling anything by saying that not everybody gets out of this alive. One guy dies in the middle of a monologue. In all of human history, there is this one time when we have to BOOM! I don't think they meant that to be hilarious, but it was. Sure, in Christopher Nolan films they're always talking about really high-concept stuff, but usually no one realizes that it's a visual medium, so you have to actually show them what you're talking about while you're talking about it. I think they do that once, right before they go into the wormhole. After that, they just talk and expect us to know what they're talking about. And the way they talk about it is so scientific and dry. There's this one point where they're talking about love and how it's this survival force, and no, it's this great force that transcends time and space and gravity, and it's quantifiable, and this great scientific thing. Guys, you just said that you love people. Talk about these people like you actually love them! Because frankly, right now, I'm not buying that you've ever loved anyone in your life. If we hadn't had that whole hour at the beginning, I would think you were just boring people. I know you're scientists, and you're trying to sound all sciencey and smart, but if you could just sound human for like 5 minutes. Your Minecraft robots sound more human than you do. That's a problem! Between action scenes, I zoned out so many times in the middle, and that's not a good thing when your movie is 3 hours long. If stuff is boring your audience, cut it out. Fortunately, the movie does start picking up again toward the ending, which, since it's a Christopher Nolan movie, is suitably mind-blowing. Visually incredible, and for me, it tied up all the loose endings perfect. That next to last scene, great. And then they completely rushed through the resolution. Alright, you did it. Here's your reward. Oh wait, we have to do this other thing. We only have 2 minutes left. Quick, send him on that! The end! Wait, that's it? Is there an end credits scene? I mean, I know he doesn't do those, but there's gotta be an end credits scene. It can't end like this. What happens next? I can't help feeling that if they chopped off all the boring stuff in the middle part, they would have had time to do the ending right, and the 3 hours would not have felt long at all. Still though, I did like the beginning, I did like the end, I like parts of the middle, so overall, good movie. It's not the next Inception, it's not Christopher Nolan's best movie, but it is worth seeing. Great experience, beautiful visuals, glad I saw it, lots of fun, except for a little bit in the middle. Overall, I recommend it. So there you go, my first movie review. What do you think? Would you like to see me do more movie reviews? And if so, which movies would you like me to take a look at? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe. I've also included a link to my based on the trailer review of Interstellar in the description if you want to check that out. I'm the Nerd King. Thank you for watching.